Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to show you a couple prefab homes that have never been on the channel. I like to keep my ear to the ground for the latest models, but to be honest, this one kind of fell into my lap during a Saturday night doom scroll on Instagram. I was making my rounds on the line when all of a sudden I saw the words Model M from a company that I didn't realize had a Model M. Could this be my lucky day? Spoiler alert, yes it was. A quick trip over to their website confirmed that it was the real deal, and that was the moment that I knew the like button would be getting clicked on. The company I'm talking about is called Congo Cabins, and yes, they just dropped a new model. Just before I get to the new models, I have two stains on my hoodie that were the result of me eating a submarine sandwich and missing my mouth. Now, since the big incident, this hoodie has been washed twice, but the stains remain, and I'm wondering if anyone has any home remedies that I could try. I think the culprit was a combination of mayo and sub sauce. I don't want to go buy a new hoodie, but I also don't think this is a great look. So any ideas, let me know, thanks. Congo Cabins is a prefab home company building a line of chic cabins with a burnt wood exterior that look quite deluxe. They're described as a modern Scandinavian cabin in which you can escape the ordinary. It's a Scandinavian-inspired cabin where comfort meets sustainability. You know what would be sustainable is if I could get the stain out of this hoodie and keep it. So, I first heard about Congo 1 possibly 2 years ago when they came out with their original model known as the Congo L. And after a bit of digging, it looks like the new model was released in June. Not sure how I missed that. They were designed to escape the ordinary by allowing the freedom to place them anywhere. In fact, right in their FAQ section, it says that Congo Cabins do not require a concrete foundation unless there are some specific requirements by local municipalities. Leave it to municipalities to ruin everyone's fun. It goes on to say that in most cases, the cabin could be placed on a leveled gravel pad or mounted on helical piles. With the combination of the charred wood exterior and big windows, the Model L got a significant amount of attention early, largely because it looks cool. That's where it always starts. A home has to captivate the attention of the people before they look further into what it has to offer. Not a problem here with the Congo Cabin. Homes from Congo Cabins are manufactured in Lithuania and ship worldwide. If you want to get your paws on one, they've broken the process down into 6 steps. Step 1 is pre-ordering, Step 2 is technical drawing, Step 3 is contracting, Step 4 is production, Step 5 is delivery, and Step 6 is installation. It doesn't say how long it takes from order to delivery, but it is mentioned in their FAQ section that setup takes about 3 days depending on terrain and location, so we know it's going to be more than 3 days. With their first model, they decided on an overall footprint right around 300 square feet with another 130 square feet of deck, but there must have been demand for smaller homes because that's what they've just introduced. The smaller of the new models is called the Model M, and you might notice that the M has nothing at all to do with the shape. So I'm not entirely sure what the letter refers to. Maybe it'll come to me as we go through this. If you see something that makes you think, oh, that's why they called it the Model M, let me know. For the Model M, they've gone with a footprint of 194 square feet. Let's see how they set this thing up. The description says, from a design perspective, Congo M cabin keeps the signature look and provides a view through various window sizes. The exterior of the Model M looks like a mini version of the L. Maybe that's it. It has a window on the front into the sleeping area on one side, a glass door on the other, and it's finished with the same vertical wood cladding that gives it the signature Congo Cabin look. As would be expected, the windows on the front are set up for the big important views. However, they do have some on the back as well. Something you don't see every day is a window like what they've put beside the bed. It runs the length of the bed and looks to be 18 to 24 inches high, not sure. I would put blinds or curtains there, but it would be really great to be able to open them up in the morning and have a window a couple inches from my face. Just gotta hope my dragon's breath doesn't fog it up completely. Congo M is a studio, but it doesn't have an everyday studio layout. It has a clever design, and the result is a couple different spaces within the home. Bringing up the floor plan, you can see that the shelving creates a nice bit of separation from the bed and the rest of the home. Typically in a studio this size, it's going to be a wide open space, but not the case here. And I like how they've created what I'm going to call a bedroom nook with those shelves. On the other side of the shelves, they've got a lounge area, somewhere to sit that isn't in the bedroom nook. This space is open to the kitchenette and across from the fireplace, so a nice place to relax, work, or eat when you're inside but not looking at the back of your eyelids. The final space in the home is the bathroom, located on the other side of the kitchen, and it's where you'll find a sink, shower, and toilet. The interior of the Congo M is finished with a dark wood interior that definitely gives the home a rustic cottage look. Let me know what you think. If you're one of those people that's looking for something a little bit bigger than 194 square feet, you're in luck, because they've also come out with the Congo M Extended. Where do I begin with the Congo M Extended? Well, let's start with the market the Congo M Extended was designed for. The Congo M Extended was designed specifically for the US market. The website says the Congo M Extended was developed for the US market from the demand and interest we have seen there. This thing has a total footprint of 240 square feet, and the added size is split between the spaces. Both the bedroom and the lounge are more spacious, and with the extra room in the lounge, one could put a fold-out couch if one wanted to be able to have more people sleep over in the space. If it were me deciding between the two M's, I would be going with the Congo M Extended because I like a little bit of extra space for activities, and the Extended has that. One thing that people always seem to be concerned about is whether or not they'll be able to cook a Thanksgiving dinner in the kitchen, so let's see what they got going on in that department. It's noted that they've got a fully equipped and well-organized kitchen area. It contains an integrated fridge, a mini stove, and an integrated sink with open 25 by 25 shelves for storage above. Whether or not you're cooking a Thanksgiving dinner in there or not depends on your prowess in the kitchen. The only thing I know for sure is I won't be cooking one, but that's true for every kitchen. There's a reason I'm asked to bring buns to all family gatherings. Congo Cabins has one final model that I think people need to know about. There have been companies talking about doing this, but this is one of only a few that I can think of that has actually done it. I present to you the Congo Float. Yes, you heard that right. They're selling a floating prefab home, or houseboat, and this thing looks awesome. It's described as a sustainable 100% off-grid electric houseboat and was built to be a floating retreat, offering a unique experience that allows people to escape the ordinary while embracing eco-conscious living. You know, I don't think houseboats are something that people are specifically tuning into this channel to see, but I'm gonna file this one under too cool to leave out, because that's exactly what it is. I understand that houseboats aren't a new concept, but there is something special about a prefab home company building a houseboat. Too cool to leave out. Before I wrap this thing up, I am going to get into their prices. Keep in mind, prices can and usually do change, but will be accurate at the time of posting this video. The Congo M starts at 57,500 euros. The Congo M Extended starts at 64,500 euros. And just for kicks, the Congo Float starts at 177,000 euros. The USD conversion you saw on the screen is an approximate conversion based on the exchange rate the day I recorded this video. It's worth noting that anything being shipped to the US will be built to a different spec, and that means a different price, but that's going to depend on where it's going, so this is a place to start. Congo Cabins has released two versions of a new model line. I am always excited to see a new model added to any line, so I'll be following along with what they're up to and posting updates right here on my YouTube channel. That's all I've got for today. If you like prefab home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next